Top of the morning, good afternoon, and hello to all the coaches. I am sporting a new mug. I just want to let you know, all the way from Australia. Supposedly, it's the top of the line mugs. It doesn't have any toxic anything, I'm hoping it'll make my hair grow back, but who knows? I'm sporting a new hat I just got from Ireland. Thank you, sis. All right. Friday rant time. Now, I was thinking about what rant do I want to talk about? And something that I talked about in Club Fearless for Coaches this week was follow your enthusiasm. And I thought that'd be a really great little rant for today. The Friday inspirational rant would be on follow your enthusiasm. Now, why might that be important, you ask? Well, Dermot, I am asking. When I first started business building, I got my coaching certificate, in 2012, hung out my shingles, and I thought, Kevin Costner, build it if they come. Nothing. Crickets. Irishman at the North Pole. Frozen. Nothing happening. And I thought, what the heck is going on here now? Pretty sure they told me that once I became a coach and I just told people I was going to be a coach, that the clients would start rolling in. I mean, isn't that the way it's supposed to happen? And it didn't happen that way. It is not supposed to happen that way. There's no business on the planet where you go to school and as soon as you come out of school, you hang up a shingle saying, come in. And thousands of people just start knocking on your door. It takes time. It takes attention. It takes some care, some nurturing. But the thing what I want to talk today about is enthusiasm. Because when I started, I had a lot of enthusiasm, but I also had a lot of time on my hands. And I went on to Google and I said, Google, how do I do this coaching business thing? How do I get clients? And it said you need to have a niche and you need to be an expert and you need to have a website and you need to have an SEO and a CEO and a PDF and then, whatever. And you need to be marketing, selling. And you need to have a big social media presence, funnel all the people in. And I mean, I love creating videos, as you could tell. But selling for me doesn't work. And for most coaches, it doesn't work either. Because serving is a relationship game, which is what I teach in Club Fearless. But selling is more sales and marketing. Funnels and, Google searches and SEO and all that kind of stuff. Tricky sales and marketing things to get you from a no to a yes. It doesn't work for coaches. And so I'd followed this script that I saw on social media, and I asked other coaches, you got to get a website. And so I did all that, paid thousands of dollars, and still nothing. And I thought it must be just me. But I did some homework, and I found out the same thing was happening to a lot of coaches all over the planet. Because we're told to sell, we're told not to serve. Now, where's all this going, Dermot? I want to talk to you today about, instead of following the script, bless you, Google, but instead of following what people are saying on Google, I want to invite you to start following your own enthusiasm. I tell the coaches in all my programs, they say to me, Dermot, tell me how to do this. Which I say, tell me your ideas. What makes your heart sing about building a business? What are the feel-good thoughts that you have when you think about creating clients? What are the feel-good thoughts you have when you think about serving people and helping people with your coaching? See, that's a much different question than how do I get clients? Where do I get clients? What's the right way? What's the correct way to do it? There is no right way. There's only the way that's right for you. So you got to start following your enthusiasm. Now, does that mean that you don't need any help at all? You do need help. You alone can do it, but you can't do it alone. You do need help. You absolutely need help. You're not going to do this thing alone. I tried, didn't work. I talked to thousands, a lot of clients, a lot of coaches. They don't do it too. All the famous coaches out there, the Steve Chandlers, the Rich Litvins, the Michael Neals, none of them did it alone. None of them. And so you got to start following your enthusiasm. Are there things you need to learn? Yes. You need to know a coaching fee. You need to have a structure for your business. You need to know how to talk to people about the coaching fee. You need to know how to design a special coaching package for people. Those are things you need to know. And a couple of more things besides that. But in terms of you creating your ideas for your business, you got to follow your enthusiasm. You got to ask yourself, what would light me up? Oh, I love writing. I'd love to write articles and share them and tell people about coaching and tell people about other, law of attraction, brain chemistry, brain science, whatever it is. Coaches, they want to do all sorts of stuff. Now, when I started, I loved radio because I went to school for acting and theater in LA. And so I loved radio. And so when I came to Northern California, when I moved a little over 10 years ago, I created a radio show and online. And also I was part of the radio show here in the town. And I would tell people I'm a coach. And I would create clients from that. And then I started doing more online stuff. I started doing interviews, and I started interviewing all these different coaches, famous coaches, really successful coaches, and asking them, how do they do it? How do they create clients? And some version of this, follow your own ideas. The ideas that you have, the experience that you have as a person on this planet, far outweigh any ideas that I could have as a coach for you. That's why I always tell the coaches, follow your own ideas. And then they come to class and we coach them on the ideas. And so they get to move on their ideas. And then every week they come back and say, I tried that, Dermot, didn't work. What else can I try? And we coach them, mentor them, teach them, facilitate the learning. Coaches in Club Fearless, they share their ideas with the coaches. So you're not doing it alone. You got a full class of 10 to 12 people who are giving you ideas and telling you about what worked for them. And see, that's powerful, but they don't tell you what to do. That's the thing I want you to hear. They don't tell you what to do. Say, hey, I tried this. Have you tried that? Hey, I did this. It worked really well. And so you get feedback from the whole class. You get that every week. It's fantastic. That's why you alone can do it, but you can't do it alone. So find ways, coaches, ask yourself these questions. What makes my heart sing? What ideas do I have that are unique to me? Mine was the radio show. And from radio show, I went into public speaking and create a lot of clients. I have to tell people, sorry, there's a waiting list. So you got to find out what makes your heart sing. When you think about creating clients or building a coaching practice, what are the thoughts that feel really good? That's what you got to connect to. What lights you up? If there was one thing that you could do in your business that may not be mainstream, what would it be? And how could you create clients from that? That's what you got to look at, coaches. There's no right way. What's the right way to? There's no right way. There's only the way that's right for you. And maybe you need to sit down with a cup of tea and a blank piece of paper. I do this every week. I have a huge whiteboard in my office. And I just sit down and I just sit for a couple of minutes and 5 minutes, 10 minutes, cup of tea. And I just allow my mind to play with ideas. Hey, what are some ideas that come to me about creating new clients? What would be fun for me to create this week? Looking up and out connects you to the neocortex. So never look down when you're trying to get good ideas. Always look up and out. Connects you to the neocortex. Have a blank sheet of paper with nothing on it. And just as thoughts come to you, write them down. Don't edit them or think, wow, that's rubbish. Because I tell you, I have had times in my business where I'd come up with an idea for a video and I'd think, oh my God, that is just stupid. One video I had where I was wearing a bag over my head, but I thought it was really funny because, you know, the thought that I had when I was looking at my business was, a lot of coaches are walking around with a bag over their heads. They don't know how to talk to people about money. They don't know how to invite people into a coaching conversation. They don't even know how to coach someone in a first coaching conversation. I didn't. And so I thought, you know, they're wearing a bag over their heads because they really don't know that they don't know. And I did this whole video on a bag over the head for the students in Club Fearless. And they loved it. Loved it. So you've got to kind of, they call it disrupting people's expectations. Because most people think of, you know, a video where the guy's there, okay, and, you know, talking about the video. And they'd never think the guy's going to take off his hat and then he's going to put on another hat. And that hat is going to be a raccoon hat. And that he's going to finish the video wearing a raccoon hat. It does happen. I've seen it happen. So you get the idea, right? You got to have fun with your business, coaches, and you got to find the ideas, enthusiastic, creative, imaginative ideas that really make your heart sing. It's the best question I know to ask my clients. I don't know what to do with my life, Dermot. I don't know what to do with my business. I don't know how to get clients. And I'll say to them, what will make your heart sing? Now, since this is not, this is off the books, camera's not working properly. So let me click on that again. All right, there we go. Back in view. So follow your own ideas, coaches. Is there training? Yes. There's things you need to know. No question about it. But sit down with a blank piece of paper and see what ideas you can come up with. See what's fun for you. What would be the most fun that I could have in creating clients? What's the thing that I love to do? And how could I create clients from it? Any variations of those questions would be good. Now, every month, we have a free Q&A. You can come and ask me anything at all about business building. If you're struggling, if you're blocked, if you're afraid, if you don't know what the hell to do, come to the Q&A. Also, link down below is for the Experience Club Fearless classes. Every month we have a Come and Experience Club Fearless. It's a complimentary class, 2 hours. And I do all sorts of just wonderful coaching and teaching and trainings in those classes. The link is down below. You can sign up for one or sign up for all of them there every month. And if you're a coach that is looking for some support, looking for some help, there's a link down below for Club Fearless Test Drive. You can test drive the program for $50 and you get 4 classes. You can come to all the classes. We have 2 business building classes, 1 developing your coaching skills classes, and 1 class where Catherine Casey, the world's top fear coach, coaches you on moving through fear, personal or professional. Wonderful, wonderful way to get your feet wet, have some fun, get some ideas from coaches from all around the world, be in a community of other coaches, because you alone can do it, but you can't do it alone. Until next Friday, think big, have fun, stay curious. Cheers.